Hi, this is Dr. Fast here. In today's video, I will show you this brand new car dash camera from the company Oldshark. This one I have here is the G16. This unit features a 4.5-inch IPS touchscreen with Starlight Night Vision recording, which allows for a nice clear recording even with very little lights. The camera records in Full HD 1080p, and it also has a very wide 170-degree wide-angle lens. So let me unbox this and I'll show you what the dash cam looks like. Here's the car dash camera itself. Clips. Windshield mounts. User manual. Micro SD card reader. Power cable. USB cable. Microfiber cloth. Here's a look at everything you get with this unit. Now, even though it comes with a micro SD card reader, it does not come with a memory card. So you do need to provide your own memory card for this dash cam. Now, this dash cam supports up to 32 gigabyte of memory size. And to give you an idea, 32 gigabyte memory size on this dash cam can record in Full HD up to 310 minutes. Let's have a closer look at this unit. On the front, we have this very large 4.5-inch color LCD display. It is an IPS touchscreen. At the bottom, we have the camera lens, and you can swivel this lens. Looking at the back, we have the power button, microphone, reset button. This is where you install the windshield mounts. At the top, we have the micro SD memory card slot, AV in, and a mini USB plug for powering the unit and data transfer. So let's first install the memory card. Next, we'll power on the dash cam. One thing you'll notice about this unit is there are no menu buttons, scroll up or scroll down buttons anywhere on the outside of the unit. Everything is done through the touchscreen. So at the bottom of the screen, you'll see a series of buttons. On the far left, we have the microphone, so you can mute and unmute the microphone. Next to it is the record button. You can stop the recording, start it up. In the middle, you can take a picture. Next to it is a lock button. So while it's recording, if you see something happening on the road and you want to make sure it does not get overwritten on the memory card, then you can press the lock button. It'll lock the file. And by the way, for those of you who are not familiar with dash cams, the way it records is it records a series of video clips. It can be 3 minutes or 5 minutes, and it will continuously record until the memory card is full, and then it will overwrite the oldest file again and loops over. The last button here is the home button. So let's stop the recording, and you can press the home button. Here it gives you a menu of the setup. Over here we have record preview. That'll just take you back to the video record mode that you saw earlier. Over here we have the camera mode. This will take you to the camera mode to take still pictures. Next we have playback, to play back the recorded video. ADAS is your lane departure warning system. You can turn this on or off. Here we have the parking monitor, and you can turn this on or off. So while your vehicle is parked, if there's an impact to your vehicle, the dash cam will turn on and record a short video clip. Format, to format the micro SD memory card. Function setting. Here you can change the clip time, 1 minute, 3 minute, or 5 minute. Movie mode, 1080p or 720p. I'll leave in 1080p. Protect level. This is your G sensor to lock the video clip if an impact happens, low, middle, or high. CarPlay will allow you to enter a series of numbers to identify the vehicle you're in. Motion detect, on or off. Language, English or Chinese. Power saver. This will allow you to turn off the LCD whilst recording if you want to do that. Default's off. Date and time. Here you can set the date and time of the dash cam. Night mode. You can turn this on or off for nighttime recording. By default, it's on. Power off. Here you can tell the camera to turn off automatically if it's not recording after a certain amount of time. Right now it's never. I'm going to set this for 3 minutes. Exposure value, you can increase or decrease the exposure. Beep, you can turn on the beeping sound, on or off. Reset setup to reset the unit. Here's a version of software. As you can see with the touchscreen, it's very easy to operate and set up this unit. You no longer have to remember which buttons on the side, top, or bottom you need to press to access the menu. With the windshield mount, you simply have to slide this onto the back of this unit. Here we have the double-sided tape you can install onto the windshield. So let's take this out to the vehicle, install it, and I'll show you the day and night video clips. Remove the backing on the double-sided tape, then we'll stick this directly onto the windshield. Attach a power cable, run this up to the headliner, over to the A-pillar, and down to your center console. Plug the power plug into your 12-volt accessory port. Turn on your ignition. Don't forget to also adjust the camera lens. Let me demonstrate to you how the parking mode works. Right now I've gone ahead and turned on the parking mode, and as you can see, the unit is off. So with the vehicle parked, if it detects any impact or shock to the vehicle, the dash cam will turn on automatically, record a short video clip, and then turn off automatically. To simulate the impact, I'm going to use a closed fist to hit the A-pillar on this vehicle, and you'll see the dash cam turn on. 1, 2, 3. As you can see, it's recording a video clip right now. After 10 seconds of recording, then the unit will turn off automatically. And it's ready for the next detection to record another video clip. So let me show you the night vision on this dash cam. It's very impressive. I'm in my garage, all the lights are turned off. I'm going to turn on the dash cam and you'll see how well it works. As you can see, it can display the image without any light outside the vehicle. I'm going to pan the camera over and you'll see I have no lights on right now. So that was the daytime and nighttime video recording from this dash cam. I do notice with the daytime recording, the video is a bit grainy. It's not as sharp as some of the full HD dash cam on the market, but the contrast and white balance is still pretty good, and you are able to make out license plate numbers that's in front of you. As for the nighttime recording, there's a bit more noise in the picture, and that might have something to do with the night vision recording, or they call it starlights, which amplifies the light source and therefore introducing more noise. But this dashcam is the first one I've reviewed where it truly has a good night vision and it can record video in complete darkness. It's similar to surveillance cameras you can get for your home, and it's pretty incredible that they can achieve this without using a bunch of infrared LEDs like what you would find on a surveillance camera. Other positive note about this dash cam is I really like the touchscreen. It makes the setup and navigation of the dash cam very easy. You don't have to fumble around and look for buttons during the day or nights. I do like the overall design of this unit. It has a sleek look to it, so even with a large LCD screen, when you install on the windshield, it looks pretty nice. And the overall build quality is very solid. The parking mode on this unit works very well. Using the internal battery is able to power it on, record a short video clip, and turn off automatically. I did also test the lane departure warning system, and just like any other dash cam with this feature, you're going to get a lot of false alarms and is nowhere near as good as a factory system. If you want to learn more about this unit, I will include the link in the description below. If you have any questions or comments, leave one in the comments section, and don't forget to click on thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.